What's up, guys? This is Seville with another WWE Elite Collection action figure review. Today, I'll be talking about the Target exclusive NXT TakeOver series featuring Drew McIntyre and Ruby Riott. Here in just a few more seconds, I'll have both of these out of their packages. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Both of these figures do come with their entrance gear, but that is the extent of the accessories. This wave was indeed created before the recent True Effects waves. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the sculpts, because for the most part they do reuse most of the previously made parts. With the main exceptions being the head sculpts. It's obviously a totally new sculpt for Ruby, being that this is her first figure, but Drew McIntyre has had a figure in the past, it's simply not when he was fully bearded like he is now. Therefore, the head sculpt has been updated. And his trunks do have the new logos nicely printed on them, especially the family crest style symbol on the back. The paint for his hair and beard do have good clean lines, without any real errors or slop, beyond just a couple of specks here and there. Articulation wise, he does have all the same standard joints any other Elite Collection figure should have, with a fully rotating head, shoulders, and biceps, the single elbow joint, and the wrist on hinged pegs. The torso has the really good ab crunch, as well as the fully rotating waist. The hips can only spread side to side so far, but do pretty good front and back for that Claymore kick. Of course, he also has the thigh cut rotation, the double knee, but it is a little hindered by the knee pad, and finally, calf rotation at the top of the boot, as well as some good up and down movement in the ankles. Overall, the figure is a good, clean interpretation of the modern Drew McIntyre character. Moving on to Ruby, the work on her tattoos definitely makes her the more impressive of the two. While they're not always perfect, they are handled very well in my opinion, definitely capturing the essence of the superstar in question. In fact, I'm going to take just a minute to stay zoomed in on them at a few different angles, just so we can get a really good look at all of them. She certainly has plenty to look at on her right arm, showing just how detailed these figures can be. Even the ones on her torso have quite a bit happening, but my lighting is causing a bit of a glare on those. Either way, they do all remain impressive nonetheless. The right leg of her pants also has some pretty impressive details, with the fishnet designs as well as what looks like newspaper clippings, and that does carry all the way around her leg, as well as on the outer knee pad. Articulation wise, once again, it does consist of what is expected of the Elite Collection for the female body type, with full rotation at the neck, shoulders, biceps, and wrist, with the single jointed elbow. Her waist also has full rotation, her hips spread out pretty far side to side, and pretty well kicking forward too. She does have full rotation at the thigh cuts, the single jointed knees, but they are hindered by the pads. There's also full rotation at the top of the boots, and the regular ankle hinge. Overall, not a bad first figure for Ruby Riott. So, with all that said, it's time to run through my guidelines for a complete and fair review. As stated, these figures do reuse a lot of previously made parts, but they are still pretty well detailed, making them accurate enough to know who they are, even though they're not taking advantage of the new True Effects technology. They do have more than 20 points of articulation, they are in scale with the rest of the line, and they do include their entrance gear pieces for accessories. They do balance really well, and the roughly $20 price point is fair for the Elite Collection. Personally, I did not have any quality control issues, but accessibility could be a problem in some areas. Distribution for Target exclusives are inconsistent at best and rarely sold online, leading these figures to a 7 out of 10 star rating, meaning they are amazing and worth owning for all fans. So if you can find these figures in the stores, then they are definitely worth adding to your collection. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, get over here! And subscribe to Civilian Collectibles.